Welcome, Leo, to your May 2024 reading, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Thank you to everyone who subscribed last month and asked for your mini reading, your free mini reading. I am absolutely working through those. I did another chunk on the weekend. Now, for everyone who has requested your mini reading, if you haven't received it yet, please do not worry. If you've watched my readings in the past, you know I will absolutely get back to you. Now, unfortunately, I'm not offering any new mini readings, free mini readings at this time. I have such a backlog to get through. I may change that in the future, but at the moment, just the people who have subscribed. Now, if you desperately need me to pull some cards for you, if you want to buy me a coffee or do that little donation thing, $2 for one card, $5 gets you 3 cards, and $10 gets you 5 cards. If you want to do that, just leave a comment, obviously below, and I will do your reading and then leave the link like I have been for the free mini readings. But unfortunately, no more free mini readings at the moment, certainly until I catch up on the backlog. Now, let's get into this month's reading. Now, wow, you start out with the Knight of Wands. Sorry, the Page of Wands. They call them knaves in this deck. Did I mention this is the Bosch tarot deck? They're based on the paintings of that Middle Ages, I think, painter, and his name was Bosch. So hence the name of the deck. Now, the Knave of Wands represents a fire sign. It can represent a fire sign. So I would normally read this as a Sagittarian, but this can be any fire sign. So it can be Leo like yourself or an Aries as well. But the Knave of Wands, knaves are all about messages or messengers. So there could be some really wonderful news coming in here. Now you've got the Four of Wands and you've got the Three of Cups. So there could be this amazing celebration that is happening here for a lot of you. Now you've got the Ace of Wands as well. So I'm feeling like, is there a christening, a birth of a baby, a marriage going on here? Certainly a wonderful emotional celebration, and you might be hearing some wonderful news that one of your friends is pregnant or having a baby or having this marriage, or you could potentially, this could be you as well. But great news here. This is passionate, fiery, adventurous energy. You are really comfortable in the energy of the Page of Wands. I mean, like I said, you are a fire sign, you are a Leo. So you really are comfortable in this. But that Four of Wands, I'm loving this energy for you. This is that building a strong, stable, happy home. And this can be a marriage. Often the Four of Wands does talk about marriage, but if you aren't into marriage, this can just be talking about you setting up a life that is secure and stable for your family and your friends. But beautiful new beginnings here, new inspiration, new starts. This can even talk about a new job here that some of you might be celebrating. But the Ace of Wands, I just really love it. It's warm. This can even, did I say birth of a baby? Yeah, some of you. Or look, even birth of a fur baby. Some of you might be deciding to get a new pet here. But this is just inspirational beginnings. Now, you might be deciding to go into a new job that is more in line with a creative side of you. You might want to start a new business here. And you know, if you do, it's going to be very, very lucrative for you because you have got the King of Pentacles here, but I will go into that. And you know, you are showing up in your own reading here. So whenever you show up in your own reading, and I know last month, I think 10 out of the 12 signs, each of them were showing up in their own reading. I don't know if that was you as well, Leo. I can't remember. But when you show up in your own reading, you are taking control of your situation, of your life, of the direction in which you are going, and you're just really able to get a hold of difficult situations with that inner strength. And this can be difficult in the sense of not only physically and just physical hard work as well, but mentally as well. I can see you've got the Four of Cups, and right underneath you've got the Eight of Swords. So the Four of Cups is you being in a situation where you might be feeling a little bit bored with your situation, a bit bored with your life at the moment, and wanting some new excitement, not being able to, I don't know, move forward in a direction that you have been wanting to for some reason. And this has been making you feel quite stressed, quite anxious, quite trapped. But there's this wonderful opportunity that's coming in here for you that the Four of Cups always talks about, or certainly one that may present itself, that if you are interested in grabbing a hold of it and you want to proceed with this opportunity, it is going to be very lucrative. Now, this can be like I said, starting a new business, starting a new career, starting a new creative project. But whatever you do, as worrisome and troublesome as it may be for you, Leo, it is going to be very lucrative. I love this. Now, interesting, this can be represent a person in your life. So this can be a new start with an earth sign, so a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. So you could potentially be starting a new business with this person. You could be starting a new life with this person as well, just because they're showing up here when you've got the marriage card and the Ace of Wands. And I mean, you can see the egg that is representative of that, embryonic state of where things are at the moment, and they're going to be growing into something beautiful. But as I said, don't worry too much about it. I'm seeing you are feeling this kind of the Eight of Swords. The story of the Eight of Swords is in a traditional deck, you will see the figure standing there with a ring of swords around them, and they're blindfolded and their hands are tied up. But the blindfold, you can see straight through it. It's not heavily tied around the figure, and the swords have got massive gaps in them. They can just walk through the swords. The ropes that tie their hands don't even have a knot, so they can wiggle out of this situation. I feel like this is more in your head, this feeling of being stuck, than what is actually the reality. But sometimes our head can make things look very real to us as well. But definitely some new beginnings here. Now let's get some clarifying cards out. This is, one flew out over here, the Mystical Tarot. Yeah, I feel like you're hanging on to something here. Interesting, you've got 2 fours. Fours always represent that strength, that stability, that security. And I feel like for some of you, you might be feeling like you have to hang on to your money, or watch your money, or you're worrying about your money. Because, the Nine of Swords is a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of stressing, a lot of worrying, and that could be causing you to hang on to something. And this can be, like I said, finances, but it can be to do with a way that you've been living your life in a certain way, or it's just, you're hanging on to something tightly. And for those of you, if you're not hanging on to your pennies or hanging on to your money, then you are hanging on to something else. maybe something about yourself that is stressing and worrying you a little bit here. The fact that you've got the 8 and the 9, there are concerns. Aha, whoops. Okay, but there is definitely progress forward here with the Knight of Pentacles. You might be worried about your money. It could be because there is this new situation coming in. I mean, if you are getting married, you might be concerned about where you're going to live, about paying bills, about paying off a mortgage. If you are having a baby, you might be worried about how can you afford, can you afford it? We need to put money aside for the baby's education or that kind of stuff. So there could be some concerns and some stresses around this newness. But you are going to be absolutely fine because you've got the World card there. This is that card of successfully completing a particular era in your life and you being excited about it. It's like cheering and saying, yay, I did it. Phew, that's over. It's that kind of energy in the World card, and you're going to be happy to release that and to walk through that beautiful wreath of victory to a new part of your life's journey. If you look at your life, particularly if you're looking back at your life, you can see that it goes through stages and eras, and where one ends, there is then a new beginning. So you are really going to be successful here. And although it might be slow going, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow moving energy, but it is moving forward nonetheless, and stable, secure, reliable movement forward here. So don't stress too much. Easier said than done, I know. But any worries here, I feel, oh my gosh, can you believe this? This is definitely about a new beginning. You've got the Ace of Wands twice. I just can never believe it. Sometimes it's two different decks of cards. Both have 78 cards in them, and when you get the same cards that come out in both decks, I mean, it tells you something. Endings, new beginnings. I feel like a Taurus also got this kind of message coming through in their reading, I think. Taurus or Cancer, I'm not sure, but it could be collective energy that's coming through for a lot of people. But again, this is new passion, new inspiration, new artistic endeavors, new creativity, new things beginning here that can create, and that newness, that change sometimes can create a bit of anxiety. Will it be successful? Will I do well? Will things, have I made the right decision? All of that kind of stuff does come up when there is new beginnings here. But I feel like because you are a Leo, to begin with, isn't it interesting that Leo is the strength? The card of strength represents Leo. I mean, does that tell you something, Leo? You have that amazing inner strength, but you are a fire sign, so you are quite changeable. You can handle changes and new directions quite easily. You embrace that kind of stuff. You have that sense of adventure about you. So I feel like you are going to be so successful in any new endeavor that you do go into here, Leo. Yeah. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Oh, I feel like there's new love here, or certainly a deepening of an existing relationship, or a new beautiful love messages coming in for you here. 2 pages as well. I think you got the page of, or am I dreaming? No, you got the page of Wands as well as the Page of Cups. So really good news coming in for you. Pages are messages or messengers. So whenever you get the Page of Cups, this is beautiful, emotional, happy news. And as I said, can be love letters. And the fact that you've got the Two of Cups here as well, Leo. Oh, wow. This is just that beautiful soul connection with another person. This can talk about a new relationship, but yeah, just beautiful, loving connections with another human being if you are already in a beautiful, loving relationship. And I feel like this can also represent this when it comes to the Ace of Wands. This can be good news when it comes to commencing that new project as well. You're learning some new skills, you're training, you're being quite playful about it. You're really enjoying it. This is really honing your skills and getting better at what it is that you do here. So it's I love this energy here for you, Leo. But this can represent a Pisces. So you may have a significant Pisces in your life. Now, this could be someone that is younger than you. It could even be your child. Or certainly just someone that is younger that looks up at you, and really you connect very well with as well. They're very emotional, very sensitive, loving, caring people. Yeah. And this even can talk about your finances as well. A new source of income here for some of you. Whenever you see this is a little seahorse, but in a traditional there's a fish there. Whenever you see fish in tarot, that does often talk about abundance, and particularly that you had the King of Pentacles. That's a very abundant energy. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, and to have that cup, the Cup of Love, no, the Page of Cups. I'm too sorry. We're out of retrograde, but it hits me before the retrograde and after, for some strange reason. But yeah, wonderful, wonderful news coming in here as well with that cup, whether it is to do with love or money, or friendship, it's just great news. Now, I picked up the, interesting, I've got the original Bosch deck here, and I picked that up as I shuffled, and the Tower card came out, so I'm going to take it. The Tower card talks about an explosive situation that changes your world forever. So for a lot of you, I feel like this is a significant event, like the birth of a child, or like a marriage, or something that is sudden and unexpected, that comes in, that changes the course of your life for the better. And a lot of people think the Tower is a very negative thing, but it just talks about something unexpected and sudden happening. And because you've got such beautiful, loving cards, the Two of Cups, you might be getting proposed to and you just weren't expecting it, and it just rocks your world. So that's interesting here for some of you, Leos. I'm going to go back to the Mystical Tarot deck and look at that. You have got the Ace of Pentacles. So you've actually essentially got three aces. You've got two Aces of Wands and one Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like it's almost like a new you here. A new you, a new home, a new source of income. Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles is the start of great abundance here for you. And because I just absolutely love this card. I mean, look at it. It just reminds me of a garden of a chateau with the peacock there. This is almost like a gift from heaven as well. Something that's really suited to you, and something that you're really going to love as well. But definitely there's this new energy here. New life, new love, new you. There's some real, a new passions, new desires, new exciting new directions for you, I feel, Leo. I really love this. You'll have to leave comments and let me know. Now, to get your final card, this is from the Now I Understand Oracle deck by Julie McLean, and the imagery on the back is by her daughter. Look at the message you got. Looking, observe your subject closely. Watch, listen, and learn from what you are seeing. I feel like this is very much connected with this Five of Wands. This is almost a card of strategy, of playing a game of chess, that kind of thing. You know, if you look at this card, they're all wearing the same clothing, like they're in a team. And it's again a card of learning and strategic thinking. So observe your subject closely, listen, watch, and learn from what you are seeing. So that is a message there for some of you. Now we'll leave it there, Leo. You know, take me up on my offer if you do need me to shuffle my cards for you, if you're happy to pay those small donations, as I mentioned at the beginning. But unfortunately, no more free mini readings at this stage. Things might change down the road, but yeah, if you need me to pull my cards for you, just do that donation. Leave a comment so I can put your video against your comment, and hopefully see you next month. Bye.